What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Dave, and you're on Ponzi's, Pumps, and Pyramids. If you've never been to the channel, basically what I do is I go around the internet, and if I find a really suspect-seeming investment option for any kind of cryptocurrency, I like to try it out and make videos to show everybody whether or not it turns out to be a scam for me, at least. When this channel started, we were doing BitConnect. Turned out to be a complete scam, failed, hurt a lot of people. Devorecoin failed in a couple days, but Profitable Morrows is still up and running, and so far, for me at least, it's worked out. So if you're not familiar with any of those websites, BitConnect, Devorecoin, Profitable Morrows, basically what they are what are called high-yield investment programs. You would loan them some money, they lock it up for a predetermined amount of time, and promise you a very, very high rate of return. Too high usually to be legitimate. This is Profitable Morrows' website, just profitablemorrows.com, and you can see they offer two different types of investment programs. One locks up your capital for 34 business days, which is important to take note of because it ends up being, I believe it's 42 calendar days, but they do offer you a 4.5% daily interest rate. So that rate is only paid Monday through Friday, but at the end of that time, it ends up being a 153% return, which is a net 53% profit. So very, very good, which is kind of the problem, right? It's such a high rate of return that it shouldn't long-term be sustainable unless they truly do have a amazing like trading bot or something on the back end. But that's the first plan they offer. That was actually the first one I used. The other plan they offer is a fixed plan. And this, you get a much shorter period where your capital is locked up. This is only 12 calendar days. And it also has a much lower rate of return, though. You get a 112% total return, which is 12% net. But because the lockup period is so much shorter, if you were to reinvest your initial capital plus any interest as soon as you're able to, you actually end up making, at the end of, I think, 4 cycles, which would be 48 calendar days, you'd make an almost identical rate of return as if you were investing in the daily plan. Now, I've done both with Profitable Morrows, and my preference would be to do the fixed plan because this type of investment program is so highly suspect. If you can lock up your capital for a shorter period of time, you might be able to hopefully, if they collapse, when they collapse, hopefully get your capital out sooner rather than later and not lose it too much or any of it, hopefully. But those are the two different investment options they have. Let's go ahead and take a look at my account. So I'm already logged in here, but you can see currently I have $0 invested, 0 Bitcoin, 0 Ethereum, but my Litecoin, I do have 0.2 Litecoin invested with them right now. I have a couple balances here. That's not really important right now. I'll show you guys that in a second. But if you're ever invested with them and you want to check out their platform, find out where you're at, go to History. And this is where they have the majority of their information actually is under the History tab. But you can see these are my Litecoin earned interest rates or earned interest amounts. And you can see the 23rd, which is a Monday, I earned some Litecoin. They miss the 22nd and 21st because those are the weekend days where they don't pay you anything, but they still hold on to your capital. But then on the actual weekdays, you can see I am receiving payments into the Profitable Morrows wallet. So it actually isn't landing in my personal Litecoin wallet yet. And that's because every time you do a withdrawal, you're gonna have to pay that network fee. So I don't want to do it quite yet. I'm gonna leave it there, which is, has some risk associated with it, but that's kind of the point of this channel, right? So that's my current investment with them. You can see I'm earning interest on it. If you ever want to see what you've previously invested in, let's go ahead and click on investments here. And it looks like they have the date range set wrong, so I'll just set that to last year to this year. And this is everything I've done so far. So this is my first one that I did here was, this is the daily plan with Bitcoin, and that had completed successfully. Halfway through it, or about halfway through, the amount of interest that I'd earned was enough that I could do that 12 calendar day plan, and that's successful. The Litecoin, this is my current one. Ethereum, this is another one of those 12-day plans, worked fine. But yeah, that's been really cool actually having those work out so far. Withdrawal wise, you can see I only did one withdrawal, but this is off of my first one, so I was able to get out both my initial investment and a little bit extra, and that was fantastic. So what I was able to do, because of the earned interest and because of the referral bonuses that I get from viewers who use the referral link down below, I was able to get my initial capital out, and now I can just kind of let it roll and continue to participate in this highly suspect, highly risky investment program. And even better than that, I'm going to start using some of the referral bonuses to invest in other also suspect investment programs. So I'll talk about that in one sec. What I want to do is since I do have some referral bonuses right now, I'm going to reinvest those in this video. So again, I'm logged in, just have to click on invest here, and then we have the two options: daily, which is going to be 34 business days, about 42 calendar days, or fixed. So like I said, I prefer fixed. You have to just check right here, and then you can see it highlights that circle. And we're going to be using our account balances. And so this is the balance that I have for from all the referrals and everything like that. Let's go ahead and do Bitcoin first. Yeah, you have to do these one at a time, so we'll do Bitcoin first. I've already highlighted that I want to do the fixed plan. We're doing Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and click continue. Payment method, okay. And so you can see when you click on this, it defaults to invest your entire amount. So be aware of that. If you want to do a smaller amount, you have to actually manually change it here. But I'm going to go ahead and do the whole amount of Bitcoin here. Click continue. Payment method, okay. Amount, okay. Let's continue. And there we go. Deposit has been successfully added. So let's go ahead and do the others. Account balance. Right now, I did the Bitcoin already. I'm going to do the Litecoin, but I'm not going to do the Ethereum yet because there's another website that I'm looking at doing, and the Ethereum one for them pays the highest. So it's the one I want to reserve and try over there. Anyway, we're going to do the Litecoin. Go ahead and click continue. It's successful. Okay. So let's go back to invest, and I'll just show you the account balance. The reason I didn't want to, that's weird, it's showing a deficit, whatever. The reason I didn't want to use the Payer money though is because Payer is accepted by Hashflare. And Hashflare, this is the next one that I'm actually going to invest with. They're a cloud mining service, so you'd pay them money and you lease from them hash rate. So they charge 60 cents per 10 gigahash of SHA-256, which is the algorithm that is used to mine Bitcoin. And 10 gigahash is actually like nothing in Bitcoin world, right? Like it would never really pay anything back or any helpful amount of money back to get that small of amount. But I'm going to get a larger contract with them. And Hashflare, they catch a lot of flack because they don't disclose very much about their company. Like if you go to YouTube and you look at Genesis Mining is kind of the gold standard in cloud mining. And they have videos that show you tours of their facilities. They show you actual mining rigs. And from that, you can see what kind of GPUs they're using. Like they're very good about being transparent. So that's why they're the gold standard. Everyone trusts them and no one has a reason to doubt they're fully legitimate. Hashflare, however, they are not transparent at all. You can actually see here, they say the hardware they're using is a Hashcoins SHA-256 miner, but there's no information. When you go out to the internet, you Google Hashcoin SHA-256, you can find the manufacturer of it, but they haven't updated their website in a long time. Let's go to their hardware. I'll show you this really quick. Oh, here we go. I'm on it. So the Script ASIC is set to be released Q1 of 2017. This is a year old, and they haven't updated their website concerning their Script ASIC at all. And yeah, so they're pretty. Hashflare is pretty suspect. In addition to that, they send out email discounts all the time. And that's actually what I'm waiting for right now. Is I'm waiting for one more discount coupon so that I can actually buy into this. But like Genesis Mining, I've never seen discounts on Genesis Mining, which makes sense because they don't need to. The supply of GPUs and ASICs is always extremely limited, so it's not like people are easily able to go buy this hardware. And the other thing about Hashflare too is they tell you what hardware they're using, GPU rigs, but they pretty much for the entire time that I've looked at their website, they've always just said limited stock, which shouldn't be possible if you're using GPUs because there's just going to be supply constraints. They're just not always available. But this, if you look at Zcash and Dash Cloud Mining, they're both out of stock right now. That actually is what got me interested in in trying this experiment with them, because that seems more likely, right? If you're always able to sell GPU rig or GPU hash, then you should always be able to get hardware, which just isn't possible. But since these ones, at least, it looks like they are kind of operating within more realistic constraints, maybe, just maybe, they'll actually pay out. So that's what I'm going to be doing with the payer money from Profitable Morrows. I'm going to invest in Hashflare. I'm hoping to get that video out in the next week. I'm just waiting for a coupon code from them. But if one doesn't come, I'll probably just participate anyway, just to make a video for you guys. But anyway, that's kind of what's coming next is a Hashflare video to respond to all the different comments I've been getting because of the increase in all cryptocurrency pricing right now. I've just been getting a lot of pings about, hey, did you actually get your money out of Profitable Morrows? Is it a scam? Is it legit? Whatever. So yes, in response to all of that, so far I have been able to get my money out. Do I think it's a scam? It seems pretty suspect to me. I wouldn't ever put in more than I could lose, and I definitely wouldn't want to be in it long term. Trying to make some money on it really quickly, go to a different website that's also highly suspect, get the money out of, put the money in there, get it out as quickly as possible, because definitely there's a lot of scams out there, and this might be one of them. So let's see. That pretty much wraps up the video. I want to thank everybody for watching the video. I really, really appreciate it. Like you guys saw, I was able to keep going with this whole process because of the referral bonuses that people have been paying me, or that Profitable Morrows has been paying me, and that really helps a lot. If you want to join Profitable Morrows, in the description of the video, I do have a referral link. So if you want to click on that guy, they kick over, I think it's like 10%. So that's super, super cool of them. As long as I actually am able to get the money, it's super cool of them. But that's pretty much it. If you guys have any scams out there that you want me to check out, send me a direct message on YouTube. If you post it in the comments below, YouTube screens those out. It marks them as spam, and a lot of times I will never end up seeing them. But if you like the video and you don't have anything, if you don't want to post anything in the comments that might get screened out, please do. Got any questions, any comments, leave them down below. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Hit subscribe if you're curious about this sort of stuff, or if you want to stay updated on it. Next is going to be Hashflare. I do have another channel too if you're interested in actual hardware mining. I do kind of tutorials every now and then, but that's mythical mining, so check it out. Hopefully I'll post a video there soon. Aside from that though, I will see you guys later. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.